Hey everyone, Mark at Mark Shabby Geek here. Today we're going to do something a little bit different. It's raining outside. It's raining! And one thing I like to do when it's raining is read. I love reading. Del Rey's been doing Star Wars books for years, but what I'm going to concentrate on today is the canon novels that started in 2015. Now, what I'm going to do is not review him. I'm just going to show you the book and tell you in a category where I think it should go. So my categories are a must read, a great read, an okay read, and don't bother reading. So all I'm going to do is pick up the book and explain to you a little bit about it and where it should go. One thing we're not going to concentrate on though are the actual film novels. You've seen all the movies, so I don't really need to go through the books. I mean, apart from a couple of chapters that are a little bit different that aren't in the books, they're more or less the same thing. So we won't be going through them. So the first one we're going to look at is A New Dawn. This one was by John Jackson Miller, and it's not bad. Basically, it's how Hera met Kanan and the start of the whole rebellion, basically, and how Kanan got his name. So that one, I would say, is a great read. Yeah, so that one can go in the great read package. The next one is Canto Bight. This is pretty good. I mean, I know the scene in The Last Jedi wasn't exactly, but the book is not bad at all. 4 different writers and it's 4 different stories, but I didn't mind this book. I thought this was a good one. So that one is an okay read. Next one, Phasma by Delilah Lawson. I loved this book. If the character of Phasma in the films was the same as what she is in this, she would have been definitely a fan favourite. It's an awesome book, and this is before she joined the First Order and how she joins the First Order. And this is the first book that introduced Captain Cardinal, which is, to me, a great character. So this is a great read. Next one, Black Spire Outpost. Not bad. Story's alright. Doesn't feel like Star Wars. So, I'd say an okay read. Next one, Resistance Reborn. This one was by Rebecca Ronos. This one, I don't know. I won't bother reading it. Next one is one of in my top 3 of books of all time. Tarkin by James Luceno. Tarkin is my second favourite character in all of Star Wars. This book did not let me down. It's a must read for any Star Wars fan, especially original trilogy fans. You will love this book. That goes in a must read. Next one is again by James Luceno, Catalyst. It's just before Rogue One. You get to know all about Director Krennic. You get to know all about Galen Erso. Fantastic book. This one is definitely a great read. You've got to read this one, guys. My next one is Master and Apprentice by Claudia Gray. Worth reading. That's all I can say about it. I mean, it's set basically with Qui-Gon Jinn and Obi-Wan, and it's in the first few years of them being together, but I don't know. Out of Claudia Gray, which I think she's a fantastic author, this is probably the bottom one for me. So that one goes into an okay read. Cavan Scott, Jedi Lost. All about Dooku. Goes into his origin stories when he was a kid. Absolutely fantastic book. I mean, he did a great job. And the way it's done more like a screenplay or like a radio play than it is an actual novel. But it's fantastic read. You can't go wrong with Dooku. That one goes into a great read. Dark Disciple by Christy Golden. Absolutely fantastic book. I mean, we all know basically about Asajj Ventress, and then you get Quinlan Vos, who's superb in this book. This is a definite read. This is a must read. Probably my favourite book. Paul S. Kemp, Lords of the Sith. Cham Syndulla, Darth Vader, the Emperor. It's absolutely amazing. You know, if there's any book that feels like a proper Star Wars book, it's this one right here. This is a must read, guys. Next one is Alphabet Squadron, which is right here by Alexander Freed. I kind of like Alexander Freed. He's made a few Star Wars novels. This one, Alphabet Squadron, fantastic. Absolutely brilliant book. That one goes into a great read. Shadowfall, the second book in the trilogy. The other one's coming out next year. Not as good as the first one, to be honest. So that one will just go into worth reading. Another book by Claudia Gray. Bloodline. Absolutely amazing. How they find out that Darth Vader is Leia's father in this book, let alone it's a great read for that one. So this one is a must read. These three I'm going to do together. Chuck Wendig's Aftermath. Now, I know the author got a lot of flack last year, but these books aren't bad. I mean, the best character in it is Nora Wexley, which is Snap Wexley's mum. And how she fought for the Rebel, and he talks about having problems about the Battle of Endor. And it's absolutely amazing. So I liked these books. I thought they were alright. So they'll go into an okay read. Last Shot by Daniel Jose Older. Boring. Absolutely. I mean, to me, it was a struggle to get through. So that one, if you pick it up, it's just, I don't know whether you want to get it or not, to tell you the truth. It's about Lando and Han, and it's a mission that they go on. Not that brilliant, to be honest. So that one goes into don't bother reading. So she did Dark Disciple, and then Christy Golden came along with this, Infernal Squad. It's about Iden Versio. It ties in with the Battlefront 2 game, basically. Alright, not bad, nice mission. Iden Versio's a good character in this. So basically, book's worth reading. So that one goes in there. Heir to the Empire by Kevin Hearn. Boring. I mean, considering it's a book about Luke Skywalker, you would have thought, oh, amazing. Probably one of the worst Star Wars books I've ever read. So that, I think I've read this once and that was it. So that one definitely goes into don't bother. Alexander Freed again. This time is with Battlefront Twilight Company. A great book. There's a part in this about the Battle of Hoth. It will take your breath away when Vader turns up. It is fantastic the way they write it. So this one definitely is a great read. So my next one is Throne Ascendancy. Now, I can't really tell you about this book yet because I'm halfway through it, but it's absolutely fantastic. At the time of making this video, this was the latest one. So this book, at the moment, is a great read. So last but not least, Timothy Zahn brought back Throne. And these are the 3 books that he introduced him back to. Set in a different time than that it was in the EU books, but absolutely fantastic. I would say there's Alliances, Treason, and Throne itself. Throne is a definite read. I'd say Alliances, there. Well, not bad, not that good. But then they ended perfectly with Treason. And that one goes there. Of the Star Wars books. So basically, a must read. I've got Bloodline. I've got Lords of the Sith. Dark Disciple and Tarkin. If you're not a reader and you only pick up one book, pick up one of those. You will absolutely love them. So, this is my list of the Star Wars Del Rey novels. I hope you've read a couple of them. If you haven't, pick a couple of them up if you like. They're worth getting. I mean, out of all these books that's come out in canon, for me only to put 3 into don't bother reading, that's not bad at all. But let me know what you think in the comments, if you've read any of these books, if you agree with my order that I've put them in, or what your favourite is. I'd love to know. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you soon.